Hello everyone. So today I'm going to show you how I have developed a weight tracker app using Chatgpt. So initially I have provided a UI of the Android app, how the app should look like. I have taken it from one of the app from Google Play Store just as an idea. Then I have given my context that I want to develop a weight tracker Android app which should take weight as input in lbs or kg and track your goal of weight loss or weight gain. Here is the sample layout design. So this is what I have entered the input initially along with the screenshot which I have uploaded. Then in the first response, ChatGPT has replied me with this thing with all of the details which are required to develop this app. So first of all, it has provided that you should include the following features like the weight input, allow the user to input their current weight in either pound or kilogram. You can add a toggle for the user to switch between the two units, then ensure that the input is validated, no negative values, realistic range, etc. Then we have the goal tracking. Let users set their target weight for either weight loss or weight gain. So this is a goal tracking because we want to have a goal tracking where the user will be able to set it either for the weight loss or for the weight gain for both the people. Then we have the trend display, how over the period of time the user has evolved in terms of the weight changes. So this is the trend and we are going to show a graph in order to show it. Then we have the statistics. We can show some stats like weekly trend, monthly, total weight changes, and also how much closer we are going to get to the goal. So this week, this month insights were there. Then there's a reminder feature, although I haven't developed it inside my app, but this is the feature which has been shown by the ChatGPT, which is really a nice feature, and majority of the apps provide this feature in their apps. Then we can have some further personalization, include user profiles where user can input their height, age, and other relevant details to provide more customized insights, BMI calculations, etc. Then we have the export and share feature. So the user will be able to export whatever the weight data they have entered into the app, and they can save it into the CSV or the PDF, however they want. And then at the last we have the settings feature. There we user will be able to update any of the settings he want to track within the Android app. So overall, I think on a high level, I think ChatGPT explained all of the steps which should be executed in order to develop the app, all of the features that should be there inside the app. So then on the next thing, I asked ChatGPT, I want to implement these features, provide step-by-step implementation details. So to implement a weight tracker Android app with the features mentioned above, here are the step-by-step guide. Initially, it started from the scratch, project setup, then the necessary dependencies that should be included into the app, especially for the graph. This MP Android chart library has been used, and then for the local database, this room uh, has been used, and then for the UI material UI library has been included. Then we have initially the user interface design, weight input screen, where the user will be able to add the new weight he has. Um, I can show you a little bit of this so you can just see how it has developed this layout for me. And then ultimately the weight progress and the weight trend screen. So we have the text view, we have the text view for the goal weight, and then we have the line chart over here, and we can add more UI elements according to our requirement. So we can update it accordingly. Then we have the database setup using the room. So we have the entity which is known as way entity, and then it has the weight and the unit and the date. Then we have the DAO, where DAO, where the user will be able to insert or get the data from the database, get all way entries. Then we have the database, weight database with the DAO. And then we have the add way entry feature where we have the activity, and then we have this layout activity way input layout we have seen above. It does all the stuff, and then how to save the weight. So we have over here, we have used a weight database over here, and then using the save weight function, we will be able to save the entry into the database. So this is just a high level implementation detail, although when I have updated this into the Android Studio for my weight tracker app, then obviously I have made changes myself according to my needs and further preferences. Then we can display the weight trend, how the data will look like on the graph. So this is a high level implementation of the graph, how it should be set up. We can make further changes, and I have made further changes according to my needs, but this is a high level implementation of that. And then we have the weight tracking, how we are going to do the goal tracking over here using shared preferences values. And then the last reminder feature, and then there is a unit conversion LBS which we ultimately have to use at some places. And then at last we can have this data export feature, although it hasn't provided initially how it's just an optional thing at the moment. And then we have the final steps, polishing, deployment, etc. So next I have asked him that I am using navigation drawer views activity template, guide me accordingly. So it has provided me step-by-step guide, modify navigation menu, then handle navigation item clicks. So it has provided all the basic details over here, basic implementation was there. And then create fragments for each section. So ultimately for each section, so this is the same section where input fragment was there. Then we have the fragment way input. Now it started to generate the fragments instead of the activity because I'm using a navigation drawer for the UI. And then the way trend fragment, the same, previously it's shown the activity and now it has been showing a fragment implementation. And the next thing I have asked is I want to the home activity to show the trend and a floating action button for adding weight using the pop-up. So it has provided me with the update home activity layout. Then in your home activity, display the weight trend using line chart and a floating action button. So FAB will trigger the pop-up dialog. So it has provided all the UI stuff over here. And then we have the home activity over here, and then ultimately we have to adjust it accordingly. Either if we want to do it in within a fragment, then I have updated the functionality according to that. But this is a high level implementation provided by the ChatGPT, which is good enough for the initial start. And I don't have to make everything from the scratch. So all the high level functionality is there. And then we have the pop-up dialog to add a new weight. So all the layout is there and we can utilize it. And then there are some optional features. Then when I am developing the app, an error has been shown to me that this Firebase Crashlytics it was not found, and the package was not there. So it has provided me all the steps, the dependency I need to include into the app. So I have included it, and then a few other updates. It has asked me in both build Gradle files. There are some changes required, so I have updated it accordingly to fix this issue. Then in order to enable crash reporting, I can implement this functionality, which is that it has provided me, which I have updated accordingly. Next, when I have been developing the Android app, then ultimately I have made some changes according to my need, and instead of following each and every functionality it has provided me inside the ChatGPT code, I have customized it according to my need. So instead of using the database method, I have used a weight table view model method in order to handle all of the database stuff, because it's quite simpler and easier. And also I have created a generic view model in order to do the basic stuff for the databases. So then I have asked it how to use it. So it has provided me with all the details, how I should implement it. For example, over here it has shown me that you should include the repository. Then you should have the insert and get all the way and these methods over here, and it should call the repository. And then we have the repository class as well, which has the DAO, and then the DAO will be able to do all the database stuff behind the scenes. So all the basic functionality is there. Then I have updated it according to my needs and my personal preferences, which I will show you later on. Then we have the view model in the fragment as well, in the home fragment. It has updated it according to the my view model. So this is how it has changed according to the view model stuff. You can see over here update chart and everything which is needed has been included over here. Then I have asked that I want to display weight values in the graph. So how it has shown me that how I should show the weight values, because obviously my entries are coming from a database. I have to show it on the graph. So it has given me the updated function that you should pass list of weigh entries, and then the weigh entries should come over here. New entries should be added into the entries which are required for the graph. So the graph take the array list entry as an array list, and then it should include it into the database. In the first part of the video, we have seen that how I have entered my context and my prompt into the ChatGPT for the weight tracker app, and then how it has provided me with all of the feature details and all of the implementation details. And I have over the period of time done the customizations and asked ChatGPT to customize according to my requirement and my needs. So here is the final output, you can say, which I have developed into an Android app. And it contains all of the features and all of the functionality which I need to develop inside the app according to my needs. So if I go through this app, then I can show you how it works. So here, for example, the user can enter the value, the new value. User can add, and ultimately it will appear over here. Then the user can also see the statistics at the top. We have the latest weight, we have the BMI according to the weight and the height we have, and then we have the target that the user need to achieve 60 kg of weight. So I am left with 10 kg to meet my goal, and in this month I have reduced 6 kg of weight, and in this week I haven't reduced uh, any weight, so it's 0 kg over here. Then I can show you the weight entries. So here's a list of all the weight entries which have been entered so far. The older ones will be at the bottom and the newer one will be at the top. The user can update it within this pop-up section, update or cancel or change the date, whatever the user want to do. Then we have the settings section over here where the user will be able to enter his target weight according to his needs, and then the height is there as well. I have used the height in order to calculate the BMI, so that's why if the user has entered the height, then obviously we will be able to calculate the BMI according to that. Then we have the weight unit. The user can enter the both the values in the kg or the lb, and then we have the export data to CSV feature as well, where the user will be able to export his weight entries data into the CSV and can share with anyone. So yeah, I think this is the our high level overview of the app which I have developed with the help of the ChatGPT, and ChatGPT has provided me with all of the high level, you can say, implementations, and I don't have to do everything from the scratch. Overall, it takes me a few days in order to complete all of the features, all of the functionality, and then do the respective customization according to my need. Uh, but yeah, here is the final result, which seems to be good according to my preferences and according to my needs. So hope you will be able to like it, and you can develop any of the idea using ChatGPT plus your own personal knowledge, development knowledge. You can easily develop it into a reality, which I was able to do it as well. So hope you liked the video. Hope you enjoyed the session. See you soon.